mental patterns, things that are coming closer to your physicality. So with Reiki, we're able to see things that would be a problem down the line if you decided to ignore it. So Reiki is a practice that throughout every culture, every civilization, there is a form of hands-on healing. And Reiki, under the name Reiki, has been discovered actually a century ago, rediscovered by Dr. Usui, who was a Japanese monk who went on top of a mountain, and after a few weeks of fasting and asking for this energy healing science to be given to him, it's on the last day when he finally gave up and left that he received this intense energy within him that told him how to do Reiki. So that's what I've been trained with, and that's what I teach.
I think it's also been perhaps grossly underestimated. I remember I was at Burning Man 2 years ago, and I went to one of these camps to do a yoga session. And after yoga, this man came up to me and he said, "Oh, I do Reiki and I have some tuning forks on me. Can I give you a session?" And I said, "Sure." I'm relatively skeptical about this sort of energy work. I didn't really know anything about it. And, he looked at my palms for a long time and kind of obviously didn't physically touch me, but moved his hands around me. And then he took these tuning forks into different parts of my back and sent these sort of vibrations through my body. And afterwards, he stood in front of me and said, "You might feel quite vulnerable and open over the next 24 to 48 hours. I would recommend taking it slow." And I said, "Yeah, okay, sure." I jumped on my bike, continued with my day, went to this typical Burning Man all-night party. And halfway through the party, I just broke down in tears and was so emotional for hours and hours and hours. And I couldn't think why. And I kept wondering, why am I so emotional? And it took me ages to remember that man had told me, "I've done energy work on you. You might get emotional. Take it slow." And I just didn't take it seriously. People that are novices don't take it as seriously. What is it about energy work that doesn't seem as serious as, say, surgery?
Well, there's religion first. I mean, this would have been called the work of the devil a few years ago. It still is in some point. I mean, there's a lot of backlash that happens whenever you speak about Reiki to very Christian people, including my own family. Some people are not ready to understand the scope of what we could be doing, what we are able to do. The 5 senses is just enough for some people to understand that the human is something grounded in this world, and not everyone is ready for this to be a reality. That's why I speak about Reiki with scientific terms. That's why my class is a lot of scientific papers and videos. Everything is conscious. Quantum reality is teaching us that everything is conscious, even a particle of water. So why not, understand that with my hands, my actual hands and my consciousness, I'm able to affect you throughout countries. Some people are just not ready to see this, and they will dumb it down as much as they want to because they want to have control over it, but they don't. That's beyond their choice. But it's coming up. Reiki is becoming more mainstream, and I'm trying to do my best to make it as such, and also to be really humble with that. Like, I am able to do it, but you are too. Everyone is able to do Reiki. You just need to practice. Much like playing the piano, playing the violin, like everyone can do those things. Of course, there's going to be geniuses and very talented people, but this isn't a gift that is passed down from, families of psychic people. This is something that everyone can learn.